It was real loose on whether or not I'm really trying to talk about how it came about, because it of course is negotiated, so it's not really like something that I feel is totally interesting. Take two. Maxwell had originally approached me about thinking about maybe doing a new truck company through Syndrome, and then we sat down and went through a lot of different ideas on what's possibly could be done to make a truck better. And I kind of just set out to talk to people that were interested, and of course Caleb's being my right-hand man, he always gets my first call. And then naturally my second call would have been to the skateboarding's premier young superstar, which is Paul Rodriguez. Young Stevie Williams called me up and said, "What's going on here? How come I'm not involved in this?" And I said, "Well, son, it's on you. If you're in, you're in." And there we have it. The first 5 members of Silver were made.
Did you throw in Gallant, man?
Yeah, I threw Gallant.
You did?
Did I?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did.
I think you forgot.
And of course, Ryan Gallant. The Silver truck, without a doubt, is, without a doubt one of the most advanced, small ideas in trucks that have never been applied in any way, shape, or form. Because a lot of the problems, for me especially in trucks was, I would blow the ends of my truck out before I ever grinded through it. So it was, to me, probably the most premier problem. Number 2 was just the traditional kingpin. It just doesn't make sense to have a big bolt coming out up in your mix, but I was into the concept of the inverted keypin, and lo and behold, the skies and the sun and the earth opened up, and Rob Mercer's technological people brought this to the table. A regular standard issue 9/16 volt, just inverted. So now you have it all, and not to mention it's never going to go anywhere because there's a little sleeve in there keep this bolt locked in. It's not like this bolt will ever come out or go anywhere or shift or move. It is locked tight. It's to me, a significant move forward in the design of the way kingpins will ever be done. And I guarantee that every company after this will offer this, because this is the way trucks should be.
they go extremely fast, you know. They keep me rolling for a long time. It minimizes my pushing.
The bearings are good. They last for a long time and they don't break.
And when you stick them in your wheels, you just kind of crank them down with a little spacer it comes with. You know what my favorite part about the bearing is the case, the casing. That's my favorite part.
Somewhere in space, this may all be happening right now.
In order and disorder,
we know
nothing to support order, even underneath chaos, even as if the finger of God.
And the idea
in order
is that,
and
with the influence of powerful forces behind the scenes, we can bring order out of the chaos.
So what I've realized is that, well, there's times that riding the skateboard, not riding the skateboard, but actually exist, you know, more or less. It gives me a purpose, it gives me a thought process, you know. Like with this, I think of other things, because if this is possible, then, you know, you have the next thing, the next step. And that's all life is, because it just goes on.
Yeah, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I skateboard. You know, it's a good outlet. You know, when you're out there skateboarding, there's nothing else you're thinking about. You're just having fun. You're no one telling you what to do. You can just be creative with it and do whatever you want.
Every day you think, man, I can't get no worse. Every day spies even myself. Every night I sit and wonder why. Every day I wanna fucking die. Yeah, fuck the world. Fuck the world.
Yeah, I love skating more than anything. I can't stop doing it. I've done it for 15 years. Be in the skateboard company with all these friends of mine that I could just kick it with, and it's pretty cool, this company that we got going on.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine have done anything differently. To be able to do what I want to do and try to do all the tricks or push it to the level that I want to do it at. It's just something that I think I would never change anything I've done. I like it just the way it is.
I looked at some magazines. I saw a photo of Tony Hawk doing a Japan Air out of a pool, and it was in a BMX magazine actually. I was a BMXer, smoking cigarettes, drinking Mountain Dew, doing boomerangs. No, I tried to stop skating like 5 years ago, and I couldn't because I had bills to pay, so here I am. Yeah, of course I'm glad I still skate. If I wasn't, I would have quit. But I skate because it's fun, and I can't think of anything else to do with my 24 hours a day of free time.
I don't know, every time, if I don't skate, I'm always stressed out, and once I start skating again, it's almost like a relief. Just feel better, feel happier, feel like that's what I should be doing.
I didn't choose to skateboard for a living. Skateboarding for a living chose me. Somehow I got lucky and people pay me to do it. And I don't want to work no 9-to-5 job. And be famous, bitch! Make lots of money! Get them hoes, you know? Shit! Regs ass 9-to-5 shit is whack. Married to the game. I think we got what we need. You think we got what we need?
No way, man. This shit's awful.
Motherfucking M-Town, and it's going down. Hypnotized minds, ho!